Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Hvac. Listen, I've been up to my elbows in more HVAC systems than I can count. Furnaces, boilers, you name it. And one thing I've learned is that knowledge is power, especially when you're facing an interview. So, if you're preparing for an HVAC interview or just want to brush up on some basic HVAC knowledge, you're in the right place. Today, we're going over some common HVAC interview questions and answers to help you nail that interview and stand out in the field. Let's dive right in. Alright, let's start with the basics. HVAC. Sounds like a secret code, right? But it's simpler than you think. It stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Think of it like this. It's the heart and lungs of a building, keeping the air comfortable and clean. Whether it's a sweltering summer day or a freezing winter night, HVAC keeps things comfortable inside. And let me tell you, comfortable people are happy people. And happy customers? Well, they're good for business. Now, an HVAC system isn't just one big magical box. It's a team of components working together. You've got your heating equipment, furnaces, boilers. These guys are like the workhorses generating the heat. Then you've got your cooling equipment, air conditioners, cooling coils. They're the cool heads in the summer, keeping things comfortable. And let's not forget about ventilation. Ducts, air handlers, fans. They're like the circulatory system, moving the air around and keeping it fresh. And of course, the brain of the operation, the thermostat. It's the control center telling the system when to heat, cool, and how much. Now, let's talk efficiency. You ever hear someone bragging about their car's gas mileage? Well, SEER is kind of like that for HVAC systems. It stands for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio, and it measures how efficiently an air conditioner or heat pump uses energy. The higher the SEER rating, the less energy it guzzles, and the more money you save on your energy bills. It's like choosing between a gas-guzzling truck and a fuel-efficient car. You want the one that's easier on the wallet and the environment. Chapter 4. Now let's talk heat. Not the kind you feel on a hot summer day, but the kind we measure in HVAC. That's where BTUs come in. BTU stands for British Thermal Unit, and it's a way to measure heat energy. Think of it like horsepower for your HVAC system. The more BTUs, the more powerful the system. But here's the catch. Bigger isn't always better. You need the right amount of BTUs for the size of the space you're heating or cooling. Too few BTUs, and the system will have to work overtime, like a hamster on a wheel. Too many, and you're wasting energy and money. Chapter 5. Alright, let's clear up a common confusion: air conditioners versus heat pumps. An air conditioner is like a one-trick pony. It's great at cooling things down, but that's all it does. It takes the heat from inside your house and dumps it outside. A heat pump, on the other hand, is like a reversible jacket. It can heat and cool. In the summer, it acts like an air conditioner, moving heat from inside to outside. But here's where it gets interesting. In the winter, it reverses the process, pulling heat from the outside air, even when it's cold, and using it to heat your home. So, a heat pump is like having two systems in one. Systems refrigerant. Refrigerant is like the blood of your AC or heat pump. It's a special fluid that circulates through the system, absorbing heat from inside and releasing it outside. It's what makes the magic happen, turning hot air into cool, refreshing air. But here's the thing, refrigerant levels need to be just right. Too little, and the system won't be able to cool effectively. Too much, and it can put a strain on the system and cause problems. Chapter 7. Now let's talk about the brains of the operation, the thermostat. The thermostat is like the mission control of your HVAC system. It's the device you interact with to set the desired temperature. Think of it like this. You tell the thermostat you want it to be a comfortable 72 degrees Fahrenheit, and it relays those orders to the rest of the system. It's constantly monitoring the temperature and making adjustments to keep things just the way you like them. So next time you adjust your thermostat, remember, you're giving commands to a complex system. Chapter 8. Alright, let's talk about the different types of HVAC systems. Two common ones you'll come across are split systems and package systems. A split system, as the name suggests, is split into two main parts. You've got the indoor unit, usually containing the evaporator coil and fan, and the outdoor unit, housing the condenser coil and compressor. They're like a long-distance couple, connected by refrigerant lines. A packaged system, on the other hand, is like a self-contained unit, with all the components housed in one cabinet. It's usually installed outdoors and is a popular choice for businesses and homes without a lot of space. Chapter 9. Alright, let's get a little technical for a moment and talk about refrigerants. Refrigerants are those magical fluids that make cooling possible. You've probably heard of some of them. R22, R410A, R134A. These are just a few examples of the different types of refrigerants used in HVAC systems. Each refrigerant has different properties, like boiling points and environmental impacts. It's important to know which refrigerant your system uses, especially with regulations changing, and some refrigerants being phased out. Chapter 10. Now let's talk about a critical component of many HVAC systems, especially in larger buildings, the AHU, or air handling unit. Think of the AHU as the lungs of the HVAC system. It's responsible for circulating and conditioning the air throughout the building. Inside that big metal box, you'll find a powerful fan that draws air in, filters to remove dust and particles, and if it's a fancy AHU, maybe even a heating or cooling coil to adjust the temperature. So the next time you're enjoying the comfortable air in a large building, thank the AHU working behind the scenes. Chapter 11. Now let's talk about airflow. CFM, or cubic feet per minute, is how we measure the volume of air moving through a system. Think of it like this. If your HVAC system is a highway, CFM is the number of cars passing a point each minute. The higher the CFM, the more air is being moved. And just like a highway needs enough lanes to handle traffic, your HVAC system needs the right CFM to keep the air flowing smoothly and comfortably. Chapter 12. Alright, let's finish up with a term you might encounter in commercial HVAC systems, TFA, or treated fresh air unit. Now, you know how regular air handlers circulate the air that's already inside a building? Well, a TFA is like a breath of fresh air. It brings in outdoor air, cleans it up using filters, and might even cool it down a bit before sending it into the building. It's all about improving indoor air quality and keeping things fresh, especially in large buildings where lots of people are hanging out. And that's a wrap on some of the most common HVAC interview questions. Look, I've worked with countless HVAC techs over the years, and the ones who stand out are the ones who know their stuff. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out in the field, knowing the basics is crucial. And don't forget to subscribe for more HVAC tips and career advice. Also, drop your questions or any additional tips for HVAC interviews in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your HVAC interview. See you next time.